sheet metal forming, non-traditional machining, and CAM. More than 160 research papers are published in reputed international journals, and conferences are read to his credit. Two books published by T. Springer are also at his credit. He also organized 6 national conferences and 2 international conferences in the domain of manufacturing. He has completed 4 national projects, which is funded by the various agencies, and 1 international project. We are grateful to have such a decorated personality between us. Now I request to Dr. Shailendra Kumar sir to start the session.
Thank you, Mr. Patil, for giving my introduction. So, am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible.
Okay. Now, can you see this presentation?
Yes, sir. It's clear, visible. Your voice is not coming, sir.
Is giving much stress on manufacturing sector, mainly manufacturing of items which are being imported from other countries. So such type of training programs are very much essential to know the latest technique in this domain and to forming. So can I switch off my video so that I can get better connectivity? Mr. Patel?
Yes, sir.
Can I stop my video so that I can get better?
Yes, sir. It is more better, sir.
Okay. Thank you. So here I will discuss about the how to design a press tool. Press tool means I think all of you are aware about die punches, die punch setup, which are used in manufacturing of sheet metal parts. Okay, so this is highly experience-based activity. It requires highly experienced die designers to design a press tool. So how to simplify this process, or you can say how to automate this process of designing a press tool using artificial intelligence. You know that now this artificial intelligence has become a buzzword. Everywhere we are listening about this artificial intelligence. This is one of the thrust area of our country nowadays. In every sector, we are trying to use artificial intelligence. So in and to manufacture these sheet metal parts, we need to design a die. Die means not only die, but it is the combination of die and punch. And it is the assembled tool, which has many components like die, punch, plate elements, die set, your stripper, feed stoppers, die gauges, springs. So there are a lot of elements in this assembled tool that is known as die or press tool. So dies or press tools are broadly classified into two categories. One is single operation die. Means, as its name indicates, that this type of press tools are capable to manufacture one is capable to perform one sheet metal operations with each press stroke. Okay, for example, your punching die, blanking die, parting of die, notching, coining, embossing. So there is a large number of dies which are used for single operation. Multi-operation dies, these are used for mass production. Here, die performs two or more than two operations. Making washer type components. Okay, where punching and blanking both are performed at one setup. Okay, for example, this is the washer. Okay, so here we need punching, or you can say piercing, as well as blanking operation. Okay, so during the downward movement of the punch, that lower part of the die will act as a die cavity and upper part will act as a punch. Okay, and you will get a hole. And then during the upward movement of the stroke, your lower part of the die will act as a punch and upper part will act as a die. So both operations will be done simultaneously. Okay. So combination die also can also perform two operations, but here shearing operations and forming operations are combined. Okay. So these three types of dies are used for mass production. So you can see in this figure that this is a typical two-station progressive die. Generally, progressive die is having two or more than two stations. Okay, so this is the first station. Here you can see that some type of piercing is done, and here some type of parting or from one station to the other, and at the final station you will get the final sheet metal product. Similarly, this is a typical compound die. Here punching and that blanking operations are done at one station. So this again you can see there are large number of components and its design is somewhat complex. And this is a typical deep drawing die. Now, deep drawing die, sometimes it may be one station in the progressive die, or sometimes it may be there are number of stations in a progressive deep drawing die. So here, this is one station is shown here. It is used for making cup shape articles. You can see this is the blank, which is prepared by the blanking operation, and then this blank will act as a feedstock material here, and you will get the drawn cup after this operation of deep drawing die. And this is a typical bending die. So sometimes we need bent components. You can see this type of component. This is the bent component. Okay, so this is very simple component, but this component may have many bends, so it may be complex also. So to bend such type of components, we need a bending die. So in traditional die design process, while designing a die for
Hello. Sir, your voice is not audible. Hello.
Features of that part, whether all these design features are in accordance to the design practices or not, and if there is any need of changing any design data, then he will suggest the user that there is a need to design this particular there is need to change this particular design feature. So that is not a manufacturability assessment. Means first of all he or she has to assess the design of that particular part. Then next stage is process planning. Means the die designer will calculate, first we will decide that which type of operations will be required, what should be the punch force, what should be the press tonnage required, and what should be the die material for that particular type of sheet metal part. Okay, so number of decisions are to be taken here. That is known as process planning. Then third stage is your strip layout design. So that industries always try to reduce the scrap and maximize the utilization of sheet. And you know that sheets are available in standard sizes. So how to use these sheets optimally so that there will be minimum scrap. So for that, die designer has to prepare a strip layout so that and some components are to be designed like your active components, that is punch and die stripper. So these are the active components, these are to be designed. Then final stage is your modeling of die component and die assembly. Means all the the drawing of die components and die assembly is to be prepared with complete detail, and then this drawing is given to the manufacturing department. Okay, so these are the 5 stages of a die design process, of a traditional die design process. So how these stages can be automated by using artificial intelligence. Okay, so that we will discuss. So what are the problems of sheet metal industries? What are the problems in traditional die design process? The traditional process of die design is complex, time consuming and tedious. Okay, because you know that for each specific design of a part, specific die is to be designed. Okay, and the die has several components. Then these are to be assembled. Uh, Therefore, this process is complex and time consuming. Generally, experienced die designer takes 4 to 6 weeks in designing a die.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Hello.
Hello.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Voice is not audible. Just let me check.
Okay.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
It breaks in between, sir, so many times.
I don't know why it is happened. Actually, I'm not so familiar with this Zoom. Generally, we use MS Team or Google Meet. Okay, so now am I clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, So this problem is further compounded by following factors, that there is a lack of supply of skillful die designers worldwide. Okay, this is the major problem, because our graduate engineers do not, our graduate or diploma engineers do not want to enter in this field, because it has a slow career growth. Okay, only after 10 to 15 years, skillful means after gaining experience of 10 to 15 years, a die designer can do the design of a die up to some accuracy. Okay, so there is a lack of supply of skillful die designers. Nowadays, our engineers want to enter in the field in which there is a fast career growth, like your about the new models of your four-wheeler as well as two-wheeler. Whenever the design of a product so for every sheet metal part, die designer has to design a die. Okay, so there is a very short life cycle of products. Mobility of experienced die designers in stamping industries. Obviously, for getting more and more packages and for more facilities, die design experienced die designers generally switch over from one industry to other. And you know that in hardcore industry, this is the major problem, that experienced people do not share their knowledge with their juniors, technical knowledge with their juniors. Okay, they can suggest only solution, but they do not prefer to share their technical and experience based knowledge with their juniors. So whenever an experienced die designer leaves a company, then obviously it may create a vacuum in that company. So this is the another problem in sheet metal industry. What are the requirements of stamping industries? That stamping industries should adopt new and new techniques for designing press tools or dies to satisfy the sheet metal industries. Okay, so whenever they leave the company, then obviously it creates a vacuum in that company. This is the another requirement of sheet metal industry. So therefore, there is an urgent need to conserve the disappearing skill and knowledge of experienced die designers and build this into intelligent computer-aided die design system. Okay, so how to tackle this problem of complex and tedious problem of die design? That we should develop intelligent computer-aided die design system. And this can be done only by using some artificial intelligence tool. Recent advancement in the field of artificial intelligence have given rise to the possibility of developing intelligent CAD system. All of you are aware about the CAD system, computer-aided design system, like your AutoCAD, your CATIA, your Inventor, all these are CAD systems. Okay, but how to make this CAD system intelligent so that they can do the task of die design intelligently, just like an experienced die designer. It is possible by using this artificial intelligence tool that is known as knowledge based system or expert system. So we'll discuss in detail about this what is the artificial intelligence? It was first coined by this in 1956 at Dartmouth, Hampshire, and that researcher was John McCarthy. So what is artificial intelligence? It is the science of making computers do things that require intelligence when done by humans. Okay, it is the science of making computers to do things that require intelligence when done by humans. You know that there are some complex tasks which require some level of intelligence, and this task can be done only by a human being, expert human being. So how can you make the computer intelligent enough so that this task can be handled by the computer itself? So that is the that science is known as artificial intelligence. So the basic idea is that how to make the computer intelligent. Okay, so it is the discipline of computer science that aims at building systems showing some intelligence in their operation or behavior, also investigates the way human perform tasks that require intelligence. Okay, so this type of system perform the task intelligently as well as it learns themselves by the inputs and outputs and by the program that construct its knowledge base. So how these are this tool is artificial intelligence. So these are different tools of artificial intelligence which are mainly used in manufacturing sector. Uh, uh, One is this AHP, that is analytical hierarchy process. Another one is object oriented technique. Third one is hybrid approach. Then rule based system. Then others are like agent based system, neural network. But out of these, you can see that 37% systems are developed by using this rule-based system approach. Okay, what is the rule-based system? Rule-based systems means that there are production rules. Production rules are of if-then variety. If then, if means conditions. What are the conditions for to reach a particular solution? And then is the conclusion. Okay, for example, suppose you want to construct a intelligent system for your weather prediction, then conditions in the if may be that what is the wind speed, what is the humidity level, what is the temperature. Okay, that uses knowledge and inference procedures to solve problems that are difficult enough to require significant human expertise for their solution. Okay, so in this definition, you can see that these systems uses knowledge and inference procedure. Okay, means there should be a construct a knowledge base, which will have very rich knowledge of experienced people. And inference procedure means you have to construct one search engine, programming search engine. That is also known as inference mechanism. By using inference mechanism or inference engine, you need to connect your this knowledge base with the user through user interface. And these systems are used to solve problems that are difficult enough to require significant human expertise for their solution. Okay, such type of systems are constructed only for the problems which are complex, which are tedious, which are time consuming and required significant human expertise. Okay, then only we can start the building, start the construction of a knowledge based system because it requires a lot of efforts. Okay, therefore, for routine type of problems, we do not medical problems. Actually, in earlier days, first of all, these knowledge-based systems were used in this medical field only. Okay, first system was constructed that was known as Mycin, and then its extended version was E-Mycin. Okay, this system was developed to detect the health issues based on the inputs given by the user. Okay, then these systems were used in diagnosing equipment failure. Then nowadays these systems are being used for interpretation of chemical composition or making financial decisions also. Okay, nowadays these systems are being widely used in making stock market. Okay, that is known as algo trading. Okay, I think all of you have heard about this term, algo trading. Okay, algo trading are nothing but the trading which is based on artificial intelligence technique. Interpret signals in your electronic field, also in your transportation, in your even that on the road that there are green light, red light, yellow light. Okay, so that is also based on by taking knowledge from a number of experts. Here in this figure, only one expert has been shown, but you need a number of experts. Okay, then you need to extract their knowledge and then you need to frame production rules based on their knowledge and that knowledge base is constructed by using some programming language. So which programming language should be used, that depends on the final application of your knowledge base system. If this knowledge base is to be used for solving a design problem, then obviously we should use some programming language which can be easily connected with the which can be easily integrated with the CAD system, like your Autolist, your Visual Basic. Then another component is your inference engine, that is the search engine. Through programming, you need to build a system so that it can search your knowledge base to get the solution based on the inputs from the user. Third component is the user interface. User interface is constructed for taking inputs from the user and then procedure for development of a KPS system. First of all, a knowledge engineer has to acquire knowledge from a team of experts, highly experienced people. Then that knowledge is to be refined and is to be framed in form of production rules. That is the production rules means if then production rules. Then before coding of these production rules, knowledge engineer has to verify these rules again from other team of domain experts. Not this team, but other team of domain experts. Okay, so that knowledge can be further, these rules can be further refined. Then production rules are to be sequenced properly. Okay, there should be proper sequencing of production rules. Why this sequence is required? So that later on any rules can be added or some rules can be deleted based on the advancement in technology. Then identification of suitable hardware and software and programming language. This depends on the final application of that knowledge-based system. Okay, if the system is to be used for solving a design problem, then obviously some CAD software is required, and then accordingly that programming language is to be then choice of search strategy. So programming, you need to construct a search strategy, whether it will be forward chaining or backward chaining. There are two types of search strategies. One is forward chaining and another one is backward chaining. Forward chaining means when there are many if conditions, then you will use forward chaining. Many if conditions and one or two conclusion, then you will use forward. Backward, you already know the solution, but there are many solutions, but many conditions, one or two conditions. Interact with the user so that your knowledge base should be highly user interactive. Hence, it should be capable to take input from the user and to give advice, intelligent advice to the user. And for that, we need to construct a user interface. And this is again done by using some language, programming language. Uh, Blanking die, this was done by one of my student. Progressive die, this was done by myself during my PhD. Deep drawing die, it was done by my student who is now faculty at BITS Dubai. And then compound die, it was also done by my one PhD student, and bending die, it was also done by my PhD students. And for doing all such type of work, we got a number of research R&D projects from SERB, on Department of Science and Technology, as well as we got one international project from King Saud University, Saudi Arabia. So, as a case study, I will discuss the design of one type of die from all these: blanking die, progressive die, deep drawing die, compound die. It is not possible to discuss the design of all types of die here. shortage of time. So I will discuss the recent one, which is the bending die. Can you see the slide of bending die?
Yes, sir.
So this bending die is used to bend
Sir, voice is not coming. Hello.
Oh,
Sir, no voice actually
no voice.
in last slide.
Last slide. And now,
Yeah, now it is audible.
so should I
Yes, sir. Please
back
repeat.
slide?
Yes, sir.
The slide. Okay. So now I will demonstrate the development of this knowledge-based system for this particular type of die, that is bending die. This is the recent one for which we have developed a knowledge-based system to automate the design of this type of die. The bending die, as you know, that it is used for bending sheet metal part. And a typical component may have many bends, and die designer has to decide the bending plane, bending sequence, and number of stations required in that bending die, how many stages will be required, what should be the proper sequence, and then he has to calculate bending force required, punch force required, okay, tonnage, press tonnage required. Okay, so number of activities are to be done by traditional in the traditional die design process. So how these design bending die can be design of bending die can be automated. So I will demonstrate this particular one. So this is the complete uh, the first module of the system. Then second one is manufacturability assessment of bending part. When that bending part is to be checked, its all design features are to be checked automatically by the system. And if there is any design feature which cannot be stamped or which cannot be manufactured by using a punch and die, then some suggestions are given to the user to change some design data. Then next activity is process planning. So for process planning, these 5 modules are constructed for doing different activities. First one is for calculation of band alliance. You know that sheet metal parts band alliance is to be calculated, and for this we have constructed one module. Then a module for determining the blank size. What should be the proper blank size, that is to be decided by this module. Then module for spring back. You know that in bending there is a problem of spring back, and some spring back alliance is to be given. And what should be the spring back alliance, that is calculated by this module. Then bending sequence. In a bending component, there may be number of bends. So what should be the bending sequence? Which band should be bent first? This is decided by this module. Then module for bending force. Bending force is to be calculated for determining
Hello. Sir, your network bandwidth is interrupt the session.
Then hello,
Yes. Sir, your network bandwidth is interrupt the session.
any problem? Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Any question?
No, but your network is interrupting the session. Sometimes you are not audible.
Please speak loudly.
So your voice actually breaks in between sometimes for maybe 1 minute or so, and then it comes again, and then sometimes drops.
Okay, so what can I do? Actually,
I think it is due to network issue from your side, sir.
network issue. But
Due to low-
generally we use the same network for conducting our online classes. But we used to conduct online classes by using MS Team or Google Meet. Okay, so there is some problem in this Zoom meeting. Okay. So please bear with me. I will try to speak loudly, and if you are not listening me, then please inform me immediately. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So next activity is selection of die components. Here selection means design or selection both.
So you are cut off again.
Hello, sir. Again, your voice is not audible.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
So for selection or design of die components, these are different modules. We have constructed 6 modules for different major components like die block for punches, for plate and pressure elements, for punch plate and backup plate, for selection of die set, for fasteners. Okay, so all these modules give the output in form of size of that particular component. Okay. Then the output of all these modules are given to the next system, that is automatic modeling of die components and die assembly. This system is capable to prepare 2D drawing and 3D drawing of all die components and lower die assembly and upper die assembly with complete detail. And then these drawings can be directly given to the manufacturing department for starting the manufacturing of a die. Okay, so and all these modules are properly integrated and also linked with the user through this user interface. So this is the overall organization of proposed knowledge. And external radius and direction. And if there is any hole, then what is then diameter of hole? If there is any notch, then diameter, then the size of the notch. So all the design features are extracted by the system automatically, and then these features, the data related to these features are stored in one data file. Then next system is for manufacturability assessment of bending parts, that is known as KBS MCB. So this system extracts, this system takes its input from the data file of the previous system, and then it will check all the design features one by one, whether all these design features are as per the design of practice or not. If there is any problem related to any design feature, then suggestion is given to the user to change that particular, to modify that particular design feature. The next activity is process planning of bending parts. For process planning of bending parts, this system is constructed. System defines process planning parameters such as spring back angle. First module is for spring back angle, for determination of spring back angle, then band alliance for determination of band alliance, and length size, then band sequence, and then bending force. For selection of fastener, there is a module of this FASTNR, fastener module. And then finally, automatic modeling of bending time. Okay, so for modeling of different components, there are different modules. Okay, so this module takes its input directly from the system, that is DBCOM. And then this system will generate 2D and 3D drawing of different components like your die blade, die block, punches, punch plate, back plate, die set in Autodesk Inventor software. The system has been constructed on the platform of Inventor. Okay, so all these drawings are generated by Inventor software. And then finally, bottom die assembly and top die assembly. These drawings, 2D drawings and 3D drawings are generated automatically by the system. And then these drawings can directly be used for starting the manufacturing of these die components and then final assembly of the die. Okay, so all these modules are integrated with each other. This system takes the minimum input from the user. At the start of the system, it takes the input in form of 3D CAD file of that particular sheet metal part. Government had started a number of training centers. One training center is at Ahmedabad also, Aurangabad, this Delhi, Wazirpur, collaboration with German and Danish tool room and German tool room. But nowadays, these tool rooms have been converted into technical institutes. So this Delhi Institute of Tool Engineering, there are a number of experts, die design experts. So we took the help of these die design experts also, and then we tested our system. Then this agriculture industries and then this furniture industry, we have tested this system. So these are the number of sheet metal parts, bending parts. Typical component, and it has number of bands. Number of bands, you can see this is the one band here. Then this is another band. This is the another band. Here this is another band. This band. Okay, so there are number of bands in this sheet metal part. And this is the another component we have tested on the system. Another component. Okay, then it extract feature attributes, and then it will display to the user all these design features and attributes, and these design data are stored in a data file, that is fE.dat. This data file will be used for execution of subsequent modules. Then this is the component. You can see, so for this component, how these design features are extracted. You can see that all these design features are extracted. What is for band 1, what is the band radius, inner radius, outer radius, band angle, band width, thickness, band direction. So for all these bands, there are 5 bands in this component. All the design features are extracted automatically. So, am I audible clearly now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will show you a video later on, complete video. Then next is automatic system for manufacturability assessment of bending parts. So this is a sample of production rules in the system. There are number of production rules which have been coded in this system. This is just a typical example of some rules. You can see that if condition, there are 3-4 conditions and one or two action. Then this is the execution of the system, that it takes input.
Sir, not audible now.
Production quantity is required for that particular part. Accordingly, the material of die will be decided. Okay, so then all the design features are checked one by one, and if there is any problem the design feature, then suggestion will be given to the user to modify the design of that particular feature. Then for this sheet metal part, you can see that user has to select material from this menu, drop down menu. Then all these features are checked one by one. That here only one design feature has been shown, that accept the band radius. Band radius is okay as per the knowledge base of the system. Then next is process planning of bending parts. So this is the execution of this first module, that is spring back alliance. Then this module will take input from the previous data file and this data file, and then it will display the spring back angle. Okay, so this is the execution of all these modules, not going in detail about. Then bands are to be categorized, because if in a sheet metal part, if there are number of bands, then what should be the extent of bending? Okay, so that is decided on the basis of categorization of bands are to be categorized. Otherwise, some bands can be bended simultaneously. Okay, in this typical example, you can see that these bands B1 and B2 can be grouped in one group. Okay, because this band axis is coplanar and having the same direction, that is up direction. Okay, so these two bands can be grouped with each other, can be bent simultaneously. And then band groups are to be prioritized. Okay, some significant factor is to be given to each rule. And this is the execution of this complete system. Okay, you can see all these modules are integrated with each other. You display of particular process parameter for the user, and then these parameters are stored in some data file. All these data files will be used in the design or selection of die components, and finally for generation of 2D and 3D drawings of die components and die assembly. So for this particular component, you can see that this spring back angle is calculated degrees by the system. So 1.75 degree for this particular component and for this particular material. Then band alliance is calculated by this module. Okay, then this drawing of blank is that component is flattened, and dimension of group 2. Okay, so you will need two stations, two stage bending die. Okay, at the first stage, these two bands will be bended, and at the second stage, these three bands will be bended. You can see first these two bands and then three bands. Then band force is to be calculated depending upon the type of die. Band force is to be calculated automatically by this system. Then next is selection of bending die component. How to select the bending die component? So you can see the execution of this complete system, that is BD form. First module is for selection of die blocks. So from this part data file and some input from this data file fe.dat, that is feature data file, and then it will be output to this bblock.dat. Okay, then next module will be for selection of stripper and pressure plate. So it will determine the size of stripper plate and pressure plate. Then design or selection of punches, and design or selection of punch plate and backup plate. Then selection of die set, then finally fasteners. Okay, so all components are, dimensions of all components are defined. Hello,
Hello?
am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this die block module suggests the length of die block, width of die block, and thickness of die block. So all three dimensions are calculated by this module, and these dimensions are stored in a data file. The next module is for this, that is stage 2. Okay, so there are two stages, two stage bending die, and this is for a stripper plate, length of stripper plate, width of stripper plate, thickness, and then stripper bolt quantity, spring quantity. So all these are determined by this module and stored in a data file. Then for selection of punches, for stage 1, punch length, punch width, punch thickness, punch radius, all these data, all these dimensions are determined automatically by the system for stage 1 and 2. Then for punch plate length, punch plate width, punch plate thickness, all these dimensions are determined by the system. This is for stage 1. Then for backup plate, all these dimensions are determined. Then for selection of die set, which type of die set is required, what should be the dimensions of die set, all these are determined by the system. Then for
Dr. Shailendra sir. So you are not audible. Hello? Hello?
Assembly, bottom die assembly and top die assembly. So this is the execution of the system. You can see all these modules are integrated with each other and takes inputs from the previous data file. For example, this module DB mode, it will take input from this data file and then it will display output in form of 2D and 3D views of die block. And then these drawings are stored in one drawing file, and then this drawing will be used in the generation of assembled drawing of die. Okay, so this is the execution of this complete system. So for this particular component, you can see this is the output of module DB mode, that is 3D drawing of die block for stage 1. This is the 2D drawing of die block that is generated automatically by the system. So with all dimensions, you can see all dimensions are displayed in this drawing. Okay, so these drawings can be directly used by the manufacturing department. And 2D drawing of pressure plate. This is the 3D drawing of punch for stripper plate for this punch mode module. This is the 2D drawing of punch. This is the 3D drawing of punch for stage 2. Then 3D mode punch plate for stage 1. This is the 2D drawing of punch plate. So all these drawings are generated automatically by the system. And finally, you will get assembled drawing, lower die assembly and upper die assembly. This is the top die assembly. Drawing of a top die assembly for stage 1. This is the 3D drawing of top die assembly of stage 1. This is the 2D drawing of top die assembly of stage 1. This is for stage 2. Okay, so I will show you here the complete video how all these drawings are generated. So can you see this video now?
Yes, sir.
बरोबर आहे
Sir?
So there is a complete software, and you can see that one by one, all these drawings can be generated, 2D model as well as 3D model. And you can see starting from this feature extraction, then process planning, then strip layout, then design, and then modeling. All activities of a traditional die design process has been automated. So this complete die design task can be performed within an hour. Okay, within 60 minutes, a fresh engineer can design the complete die. So no experience is required. The only thing is that die designer, that a fresh engineer should system or expert system is one of the powerful and most widely used technique of AI. Mainly in manufacturing sector, this is one of the most widely used tool of AI, knowledge-based system or expert system. It is capable to solve problems which are complex, time-consuming, and highly experience-intensive, like press tool or die design. Okay, so in this lecture, I have shown only one case study, that is of bending die. In the similar manner, you can construct a knowledge-based system for any complex problem, any time-consuming problem, or the problem which requires some highly experienced people. Okay, so for solving such type of problem, you can use knowledge-based system or expert system tool of AI. So we have already made efforts to develop integrated KBS or expert system for intelligent automatic design of all types of dies: blanking die, progressive die, deep drawing die, compound die, and bending die. The system is capable to execute the tedious task of die design in less than an hour. Within 60 minutes, a complete die design process can be done automatically. And you know that this Experience is not required. Only a fresh engineer who have some knowledge of CAD software, he can perform the tedious task of die design easily using the proposed system. Therefore, it eliminates the dependency on experienced die designer. Okay, we don't need experienced die designer. When a fresh engineer who has some knowledge of CAD software, he can operate this system. It can handle all types of sheet metal parts manufactured on blanking die, progressive die, deep drawing die, compound die, and blanking die. Okay, so this work can be further enhanced by incorporating these suggestions that optimization model can be developed for optimization of process parameter of bending process. Actually, although we have taken care of taking the optimal parameters while framing the production rules, but still optimization has not been done. Okay, so some optimization can be done. That can be optimization module can be developed and that can be integrated with knowledge based system so that all the process parameters will be optimal parameters. An integrated SIM environment can be created through the development of post process program which utilizes the output of proposed KPS for die manufacturing. Okay, this system generates the output in form of 2D and 3D drawings of different components and then assembly. But we can also develop one SIM program which can convert we already started work in the direction of combination die, but this transfer die can also be automated by using this type of system. Okay, so these are the suggestions for future work, and you can refer all these publications. We have already published one book that is AI application in sheet metal forming. This book has I think 9 chapters, and all these chapters are mostly written by my students and myself. Okay, so you can refer this book, AI application in sheet metal forming, and number of papers are published in SCI journals. You can refer these papers for if you want to do some work in this domain. So thank you very much. This is all about from my side, and now platform is open for any question.
Thank you very much, sir. Any participant who want to ask the question, you can ask to ask to sir.
Yes, please. Any question? Although here
So voice is breaking, sir. Hello? Hello? Dr. Shailendra, sir? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Now you are audible, sir.
So just I'm saying that in this lecture I have demonstrated one case study of bending die. A similar manner you can apply this tool of knowledge-based system or expert system for solving any type of complex problem. Okay, it may be related to manufacturing or it may be related to any area of mechanical.
Okay.
So any question, please?
Participants, it's a request to ask the question if you have any doubts.
If you are not having any doubt, it means can I understand that this lecture is very much clear to you? Okay, thank you very much. Then
Hello, sir, you are not audible.
yes, please. Any question?
No, sir, there are no such questions.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
No questions in chat box also. Thank you very much, sir, for the. Just a minute, sir. Let me check anybody. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for the session. I hope. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. Please.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sairendra Kumar, sir, for the
Sir,
session.
sorry to disturb. Sir, is this a software available generally online for designing? If any student wants to look at this software for designing any particular part, so is it available?
Hello, Shailendra, sir. Hello. Hello.
We need to do some customization, okay, according to that particular industry, because in this software there are many database files, okay, based on the for example database file of press tool, okay, database file of materials, database file of different parts which that industry is engaged in manufacturing. Okay, so some type of customization, industry customization is required, okay, based on the particular industry. Okay, so this software is not available in the open market. Okay, but we have used this software in some industries to design some type of die. But for customization, we need some financial as well as some other type of support from industry if they are interested. So we have already tried in Mindarika Private Limited, and they are using some modules of our software, not the complete system. Yes,
Hello.
a question.
Anybody else? So we'll wind up the session. Thank you, Dr. Shailendra Kumar, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful session. We hope the content will be helpful for the participants in their research and study works. Thank you very much, sir.
So if any participant is interested to do research work in this domain, then they can contact me or they can refer my various papers and this book also. Okay, this is very thrust area of research.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay, then thank you very much for patiently listening. And tomorrow at the same time at 12 p.m., I'm having another lecture that is related to abrasive water jet machining of composites.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow there is a well-known lecture of yours. Thank you very much. Common instructions for the